Hi, this is Phil Hartman with PH Fabrication and Horton Race Cars. Just wanted to give you guys a weekly shop update. Hope everyone is doing well. So it's been a busy week here at the shop, and actually really got a shop full of cars. Ed, Jeremy, and myself have stayed busy with all three projects. So we got the 81 Chevy Malibu, the 55 Chevy Gasser, and a 68 Chevy Camaro in the third bay. Now on the Chevy Malibu, we've got the roll cage tacked into place, and you can see we got the rear firewall just clamped into place. And what we've been doing on this car is just basically bringing the roll cage, the firewall, along with the floor together, so it all comes together nicely, but it also make it look more like factory. Just so you can even see on how we planned out where the rear bars for the roll cage went through the rear firewall. Everything's thought out on how it's going to look. And this just gives the roll cage almost a factory look to this car, even though these cars never came with a roll cage from the factory, but it's definitely gives us a clean slate to work with. You can see the floor is not in place, but we are building floor supports, which are just C-channel bent up. We got the tunnel roughed into place. Now most people would just go to a stock floor pans, weld them in, and be done. The customer asked us to do a custom floor, which gives us kind of free reign on how we want the floor to look, but it also gives us a chance to put the supports and the bracing in where we need it for the race seats. So those will be the seats that we're mounting, and I can put the bracing under those seats, which will make everything kind of look like it was planned and comes together nicely. You can see we got a fiberglass dash to mount, also a fuel cell to mount in the trunk, but the car will really turn out and come together nicely, I think, when it's all finished, and looking forward to seeing it come together. Over here on the 55 Chevy Gasser, Ed's been busy getting the motor set into place, along with working on the firewall and the tunnel and getting the opening for the shifter cut. So we've got a small block Chevy in it right now, and you can see where there's dual sets of motor mounts, and the customer told us he was going to put a big block in it, so we wanted to make sure we were set up for that also. And you can see the firewall has got some panels put in it. Now, people that own this car before the customer would basically just drill holes or hit the firewall with a hammer to clearance whatever they were going to run for a motor. So we kind of took a lot of that out of it and patched a lot of the holes, so it was just easier to give us some clean metal to work with. It also made it a little bit easier to put the tunnel in when we had clean metal to work with. Now the tunnel's just roughed in, and you can see he's working on getting the hole opened up for the shifter. But we still have quite a few projects to finish up on this car, including bleeding the clutch, the hydraulic clutch, just kind of finish up some of the plumbing. But looking forward to seeing it finished up and on the ground, and I know the customer's excited to get it back home also. So over here in the third bay, we've got the 68 Chevy Camaro. Now this car is a pretty clean car all the way around. The only thing we're changing on it is the rear end. The car came in originally with a ladder bar setup and a Ford 9-inch. Now we're gonna just throw still a new Ford 9-inch housing under it with a 4-link setup. And the old housing was in pretty rough shape. You can see it's been through multiple hands, and it had a lot of tabs and bracketry welded on it. So it's a lot easier for us to start with a new piece of a new housing and a new item, just to basically, it saves the customer money in the long run. If I have to cut all the bracketry off the old housing, it definitely costs a lot of money for us to do that. Now we get a new housing in, we're able to just put all the new bracketry on it, and makes life a lot easier for everybody, also saving the customer money. So over here you can see the new housing. We've got the 4-link brackets all welded on. You can see we got the back support welded on. Also, you can see we have the bar that underneath the rear end to tie everything together. Also put in tow hooks. Those make it really nice for the customer to tie down the car. Now the rear end's almost finished. We still have to get the final length and then put the ends on it, and this way everything will bolt together and come together really nicely. Well, that is it for my weekly shop update. I hope everyone is having a great next week and a great weekend. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.